Every single morning before the sun is fully up, before I have said a single word to another living person, before I have eaten anything or touched anything cold or let the noise of the world get into me, I do something. Something I have been doing since I was 15 years old. Something my grandmother did every morning of her life. And her grandmother before her and her grandmother before that. 500 years of mornings. 500 years of the same three things done in the same order before the day begins. And in 85 years of living, I have watched what happens to the people who do this, and I have watched what happens to the people who don't. And I am telling you right now, the difference is not small. The difference is everything. So whatever you think you know about your health, I need you to set it aside for the next few minutes. Because what I am about to give you costs $3. It takes less than 10 minutes. And our medicine people understood it 5 centuries before modern medicine had a single word for what it does to the human body. Now I want to start by telling you something about the way the Cherokee understood disease, because it is completely different from the way most people think about it today. And that difference matters before I give you the ritual itself. Our medicine people did not wait for sickness to arrive and then fight it. That was never the Cherokee way. In Cherokee teaching, sickness is not an event. Sickness is a process. It begins long before you feel it. It begins as a disturbance in the energy of the body, in the balance of the systems inside you. Our elders said that the body always sends warnings before it sends symptoms, always. The cold does not arrive on a Tuesday without having been building since the Friday before. The sickness does not appear without having been quietly growing in the conditions that allowed it to grow. And our medicine people understood that the morning, specifically the early morning, is the most powerful moment. Because in the early morning, your body is in its most open and receptive state. The night has done its work. And what you choose to put in and do to your body in those first minutes sets the direction of everything that follows. Our people knew this 500 years ago, and they built a ritual around it that protected generation after generation. I have been sick 4 times in 85 years. 4 times, not 4 times this year, 4 times in my entire life. And I do not say that to brag. I say it because every time someone finds that out, they ask me the same question: what do you do? And this is what I do. The ritual has 3 parts, 3 things, done in order, every single morning without exception. My grandmother said the order matters as much as the things themselves. She said our bodies are like rivers. A river does not flow in any direction you choose. It flows in the direction it was made to flow. And if you work with that direction, you get somewhere. If you work against it, you exhaust yourself and get nowhere. The morning ritual works with the direction your body is already moving in. That is why it works. That is why it has always worked. The first part is what our people called the morning flush, and it costs nothing because it is water. But not just any water, and not just drunk in any way. This is specific. You wake up before anything else. Before coffee, before food, before your phone. You drink 2 full cups of water that is as warm as you can comfortably manage. Not hot enough to burn, but warm. The temperature of a mild summer river. And here is the part that most people skip because it seems too simple to matter. You drink it slowly, not in 2 gulps, slowly, over about 2 minutes, standing up, not sitting. Our medicine people were very specific about standing. They said the body receives water differently when it is upright and alert than when it is still lying in the posture of sleep. When you drink warm water slowly in an upright position first thing in the morning, you are doing several things your body needs. You are waking up every system that slowed during the night. You are beginning to move out everything that accumulated while you slept. The waste, the toxins, the cellular debris that your body spent the night processing and now needs to release. You are preparing the lining of your stomach and your gut for what is coming. And you are sending a signal to every organ in your body that the day has begun and it is time to be awake and working. Our grandmothers called this opening the river, and they never skipped it. Not once, not in winter. Not when they were tired, not when they were traveling. The river opens first. Everything else follows. The second part is the one that costs your $3, and it is the part that our medicine people understood with depth. After the water, and it must be after the water, you take raw apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon, mixed into a small cup of warm water with just enough raw honey to make it drinkable. That is it. That is the whole thing. 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar, a small spoon of raw honey, warm water, $3 worth of ingredients that last you weeks. Our people worked with what this land gave them. Fermented plant medicines, wild honey, spring water. The principle was identical. The Cherokee knew that the interior of the body, specifically the gut, is the first line of everything. It is where outside things enter and are either accepted or rejected. It is where the body decides what is food and what is threat. And they understood that when that interior environment is balanced and strong, very little gets through that should not. Disease needs an entry point. Disease needs a weakened door. And a body whose interior is maintained gives disease very few doors. What vinegar and honey do to the body is something our people observed over centuries and modern research is now documenting. They flush bad bacteria, they support the good, they balance the internal conditions that either invite illness or refuse it. Our grandmothers did not know those words, but they knew the result, and the result was generation after generation of healthy people. Now I want to stop here because I know what some of you are thinking. You are thinking this sounds too simple. You are thinking if it was this easy, everyone would do it. My grandmother addressed it with me when I was young and skeptical. She said, Clara, the most powerful things are always the simplest. The river does not try to be complicated. Our problem is not that we lack complicated solutions. Our problem is that we abandon the simple ones. And she was right. A cup of warm water, a tablespoon of vinegar, a spoon of honey. Nothing about that looks like medicine. But our people watched it work for 500 years. Ordinary-looking things done with consistency are the most powerful forces. The third part is the one that connects the body to everything else. After the water and vinegar, you go outside. Even in winter, even when it is cold, you go outside for 5 minutes and you stand with your bare feet on the earth. Or you simply stand outside and face the east and you breathe. 10 slow, deliberate breaths. In through the nose, long and full, all the way into the bottom of your lungs and out through the mouth, completely. 10 breaths. That is all. Our medicine people called this the morning feeding because the body requires more than food. It requires what the earth and the air and the early light provide. The negative ions that come off natural ground. The frequency of early daylight on the skin and in the eyes before the sun is fully overhead. In through the nose, long and full, all the way into the bottom of your lungs and out through the mouth, completely. Our grandmothers said, go feed yourself from the earth before you feed yourself from the table. They said it like a law. 3 things. Warm water first, apple cider vinegar second, 5 minutes outside facing east third every morning. In that order. That is the whole ritual. $3, 10 minutes, 500 years. Now I want to tell you what I have watched this do to people who actually commit to it. Not for 3 days, not for a week. Within the first month, most people report the same things. They sleep more deeply. They wake up less foggy. The colds used to hit them every few weeks stop coming. The energy in the middle of the afternoon starts to hold. These are the quiet, consistent results of a body that is being supported before the day has a chance to wear it down. They said a river that is kept clear will always flow. A river that is neglected will always clog. Keep the river clear every morning and the river will carry you for a very long time. I am 85 years old. I have 10 minutes every morning and $3 every few weeks. The results are standing right in front of you. This is what my people gave me, and I am giving it to you now. Do not wait until you are sick to start caring for your body. The Cherokee morning was not a reaction to illness. It was a refusal to invite it. Start tomorrow, before you speak to anyone. Before you look at your phone, before you let the world in, open the river first.